for Lewan. He's ranked 8th in the country, undefeated. And Brady Berge for Penn State. Berge, 3-0. And this is one of those toss-up matches in this duel. You and I, Jim, both looking forward to this.
Well, it's a must-win for the Wolverines, that's for sure. And you know, both these guys are not really known for putting up a lot of offense. You know, this is going to be a tough, gritty match. Maybe not a lot of scoring. A lot of heavy collar ties, batting each other in the head. Square stances.
Lewan's used to those close matches, finds a way to win more often than not, but he's very comfortable. He's stingy.
And he's been active here so far, so he's looking for that single leg. And he does a nice job of controlling the tie, the inside ties there. Likes to work off that inside bicep, works to the collar, comes to the underhook there on that side.
2 years ago, Berge was 6th at the Big Ten Championships, qualified for the NCAA Championships, was 2-2, did not place. He's battled some injuries at Penn State, but a lot of talent out of Manorville, Minnesota. Wrestled at Casson Manorville, was a 3-time state champion. His only loss was an injury default in the state semis.
Really solid wrestler. You know, you have to think that he's seen just about everything in that Penn State wrestling room here. Going with the competition that he's seen, you know, prolific offensive guys. And sometimes you don't get your offense off against when you're wrestling those elite wrestlers all the time. But he's seen a lot. And so it's going to be tough to break through his head-hands defense because he's seen some of the best, you know, wrestlers in the country. He's seen their shots. He's seen their setups. If you've got but, you know, now is the time when you hit the mat here. You've got, as a varsity wrestler, you've got to go out there and try to manufacture your own offense.
Inside of a minute, no score. Lewan was 5th at the Big Ten Championships last March, qualifying for the tournament. Of course, did not happen. But a solid season for Sean Bourmet last year, something to build on. Out of Montini Catholic. 2-time finalist, won a state title as a junior. 35 ticks here in the first. What stands out to you, Jim, here in this first period?
Well, just like we said in the first minute, these guys are pretty square. They can feel each other's shots, not a lot of penetration. It's almost like we're watching a 74-pound bout or an 84-pound bout right now. But that's what kind of the styles that you see out there in those weight classes.
Berge coming off a 12-4 major decision over Garrett Model of Wisconsin. Penn State is 3-0, but they've wrestled all those duels in a 5-day span. They haven't been on the mat in almost 2 weeks since that win in Madison.
Yeah, this is an interesting, you know, graphic. They just got their program going again, and they've been scrambling to get duels. And the effort that both programs put together here to get this duel, which was postponed earlier, it's pretty significant. So, you know, of course, the big match against Iowa was postponed for Penn State. So, you know, I like what Cale Sanderson said about this. I mean, it is what it is. It's different for everybody, but you know, there's still championships out there to be won here early next month and in the middle of the month. You know, Big Ten and national championships. So it is what it is. It's a different level of preparation, but you know, so it's a lot of what you do in the room, and for a lot of these coaches, you know, probably making up some of these duels is not going to be their focus. They're going to really focus on the championships, and really, you know, why would you risk it at that point? Once you get to a certain level, you've got to focus exclusively, and you know, on the championships, because we've always said that it's important, you know, what happens at the end of the season, you know, and it's never been truer than this year.
Exactly. Getting close. Championships now just mere weeks away. Lewan with an escape leads at 1-0, 50 seconds. Michigan, Jim, in a similar situation like Penn State with their schedule. They're 4-0. They beat Ohio State this past Friday, but that was the first time they had taken the mat since January 17th, they were almost a month out.
Yeah, and I think, Shane, what it really means is that you have to rely on the competition that you get in your room with the guys you're with every day. But those teams, those programs will have the advantage. And you know, teams that are deep, you know, you take a look at Iowa, you know, #1 ranked team in the country. I mean, they're stacked as far as the rankings go. You know, one point in time a couple weeks ago, they had everybody ranked in the top 5. That's probably changed it a little bit, but you know, they've got the balance. And for these other programs, you know, that haven't had the ideal schedule, this feels a lot more like what it would be like, you know, preparation-wise, what it would be like maybe after the Midlands or after the Cliff Keen tournament, if we had the, you know, Big Tens and Nationals right after that, because you aren't going to get a lot of wrestling your way into shape type of situation for some of these guys. They're just going to have to go. But thankful you can do it. You know, thankful we're having it.
Cover proper. Give me a nice
Berge will go on bottom. Track wrestling rankings at 157. Ryan Deacon of Northwestern ranked #1. Big Ten with 5 of 8. Quick escape there by Berge.
Slow-paced match here between these two guys. Nobody's really
Let's work the score. Let's work the score.
exerting their will on the other guy. Quick escapes.
Both guys a quick escape. Nobody's had a real serious threat on their feet. Shot there from Lewan, countered by Berge.
And Berge's had a couple of those opportunities where he's been able to go ahead and drive across and maybe a far knee pick type of action, and Lewan's reacted real well to it.
Keep working the score.
Jim, safe to say that when you look at a visual of their knees below, just their feet only, it tells the story of this match. Is that fair?
You know, I just don't. The collisions aren't there. They're moving their feet. Just Shane, it just has the odor of overtime.
.45 seconds.
Nice job right there.
Ankle pick from Berge, trying to chase it down.
He's got it.
2-point takedown.
I like that. Way to go. As far as not, you know, settling right there, getting onto his attacks, attacking below the knee. Big deal right there. Now following up here with the double leg.
1,002, 1,003.
You know, the guy that committed to the shot here got the takedown.
No change. Break.
Berge able to get to the leg. The only takedown.
Wait for me, Red.
Looking to be the difference. He's up by 2 with just 18 seconds.
Green. Wait for me, Red. Bottom man set. Cover. Caution.
Caution.
Give you a nice pause.
Caution on
Nice pause here. Wait for me,
Lewan
Red.
underneath. No harm there, just
Bottom
his
man
first.
set. Cover.
Berge covers.
1,001.
Well, Berge's the one that took the chance in this match. He's just going to hover right here, not give up, try not to give up a reversal. Escapes fine, drops back in on the leg. Good work there. You can see that he has the ability to finish, Sean, when he gets, or excuse me, Shane, when he gets in on the leg. It's done, but a nice finish, and to the aggressor goes the spoils right there. Let's take a look at this takedown at the end here. Did a nice job of dropping. Lower level right there off the pick. Comes back to a single leg, brings it up immediately. Elbow deep right there and collects it and gets his legs back and doesn't allow Lewan to go ahead and roll through. Good takedown. Good
Brady
effort.
Berge victorious for Penn State at 157.